Now it's jazz. The place is roaring. All beautiful girls in there. One mad brunette at the bar, drunk with her boys. One strange chick I remember from somewhere, wearing a simple skirt with pockets, her hands in there. Short haircut, slouched, talking to everybody. Up and down the stairs they come. The bartenders are the regular band of Jack and the heavenly drummer who looks up in the sky with blue eyes, with a beard. He's wailing beer caps of bottles and jamming at the cash register, and everything is going to the beat. It's the beat generation. It's Bayat. It's the beat to keep. It's the beat of the heart. It's being beat and down in the world, and like old-time lowdown. And like in ancient civilizations, the slave boatmen rowing galleys to a beat.
Hey guys, calling back with another short vinyl update. I picked up a few records today and I just thought I would share them. I just got through listening to a couple, and right after this video I'm just going to go back to listening to records. I still got to catch up on a lot of your videos and catch up with my comments and on all that, but tonight, listening to records night. I decided, instead of doing all this YouTube stuff every day, I need to take time to listen to all these records. Dang, we gotta listen to records sometime, right? Today's my day off, and today's record day, and tomorrow we'll probably be watching videos and answering my comments. But anyway, my first record I picked up was The Doors, LA Woman, the workshop sessions. I decided to get this. You know, I've heard The Doors a lot. They're one of my favorite bands. But I probably first started listening to these guys back in the, I would say, mid to late 80s. And I jumped in, dived in head first. And I just bought all their records, and I even went to the local library and stole Jim Morrison's poetry books that they had. They even had them. They had to go down in the basement or somewhere to get them. And I had to sign a special thing that I would return them because they're in the library's archives. And I never did return them, and I still have it. They're over in my storage because there's some of his original books. And I never went back and checked out a book from the Topeka Library since then. And I said, geez, wonder if they remember me. I'm probably on some database or a card file. An obsolete card file. You know, instead of these computers, they had those card index things you had to search through. So I don't know how they saved me. Maybe I got lost in the paperwork since then, but I don't know. But it was this is actually a refreshing album. It's nice to hear. This has alternate versions of these songs from LA Woman, and one new one. But it was refreshing to hear some alternate versions because, you know, sometimes you get those bands when you dive right into them, you blast yourself so much with some certain band that you get tired of hearing them. The same thing over and over again. And that's what happened to me with The Doors. But now I've been kind of getting back into them. And this is a good record. And one cool thing about this is on side 4, there's an etching. And it's lyrics to the songs from the album LA Woman. If you can see that. As my camera goes black and white again. Special effects. Anyway, yeah, that's a good record, and I picked that up today. It's from 2011, so I don't know. I never heard of it until I seen it at the record store. Maybe it was a record store release, RSD release in 2011. I don't know. But it's kind of nice hearing those alternate versions, and then you hear some of their studio talk and babble before each song. And I still haven't played the new one yet. I'm going to do that after this. The new song that's supposed to be on there, never heard before in the entire universe. Yes. Oh, anyway. Oh. Cheers. And nextly, I got very excited when I found this. This is also a new copy for me. I'm new here, Gil Scott Heron. I discovered this guy from Mrs. Vaughn, or Miss Vaughn. I've seen her share this on her, I don't know if it was when she was doing videos or on her Facebook, I can't recall. But so I went on a search of Gil Scott Heron, and I found this. This is his last album before he passed away, I believe. And this is a very good album. It's a mixture of jazz, blues, spoken word, and folk even. But this is a very good record. I highly recommend you look this up. Anybody, there's videos on YouTube from this. Just look up Gil Scott Heron. I'm new here. You can listen to all the songs off of this album, or just one or two. That's a very good album. One of my favorites I've picked up recently. And here we have the soulful sound of Jimmy Reed. This is basically his greatest hits. A blues record. You probably heard Bright Lights, Big City. Jimmy Reed. My mom was just in here talking for a bit. They took her off her meds for a couple of days because she was getting too sick and sleeping too much. And she heard me playing this record, and she came in and said, "Hey, I used to go with my friends to Kansas City to the bootleg joints, and we'd hear that in the there was playing these records in the bootleg joint wherever in Kansas City or somewhere." I've said that story before, but she just came in and talked about it again a little while ago. The juke joints. I also found this best of Gil Scott Heron. And it does have some water damage over here, but the record's fine. And "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised" is a famous song from his greatest hits era. And I also picked this up. I have no idea what it is. It just had me curious because it says "On the Road with Ellison," and it was in the comedy section, but I think it's spoken word, and I have no idea what it is. I haven't listened to it yet. It says special numbered series for collectors, and I guess that's the number there. I haven't listened to this yet. If any of you have heard of him, leave a comment. "On the Road with Ellison" and Harlan Ellison. Some sort of a comedy or writer or something. I just picked it up out of curiosity. And next we have a soundtrack. I've never seen this movie, Dudes. But I liked all the people that are playing on it. It has Megadeth, Jane's Addiction, Steve Vai, Wasp, the Vandals, Keel. It has some pretty good tunes on it, just for being a soundtrack. And I've never seen this movie, like I said. It's called Dudes. And it's a, it says it's a promotional copy. It's got that little stamp thing in the corner. And there's another one. I don't have no idea what it is. The cover just intrigued me. How the West Was Lost by Richard DeGamps. And it's, I believe it's some type of folk album. And as you can tell, the cover got me curious with the old Sitting Bull there. And it gives a little thing about folk music, and then it talks about the American Indian movement down in this bottom section. And that's that. I don't know what that is yet. I haven't listened to it. Oh, and there's something I forgot to show you from the Gil Scott-Heron album. It has a on the inner sleeve, it has a cool one of his quotes here, and just as an outro I'll read that. There is a proper procedure for taking advantage of any investment. Music, for example. Buying music is an investment. To get the maximum, you must listen to it for the first time under optimum conditions. Not in your car or on a portable player through a headset. Take it home. Get rid of all the distractions, even her or him. Turn off your cell phone. Turn off everything that rings or beeps or rattles or whistles. Make yourself comfortable. Play your LP. Listen all the way through. Think about what you got. Think about who would appreciate this investment. Decide if there is someone to share this with. Turn it on again. Enjoy yourself. Gil Scott-Heron. Colin, over and out, and Weirdos Unite.